Oriana's our costume designer, she was amazing. We talked quite a lot about the world. The backstory of the film is that there's no natural things in our movie because plants are extinct.
The world without oxygen was very bleak. We also saw an oily, black world. We ended up with a lot of grey and muted colours. So the colour green is about trees, and so we wanted to show the lack of that by not having any green. 2047 is literally 30 odd years from now. In my eyes, even though there's no more oxygen, there's no more natural fibres, there's still elements of the old world. So we still kept a little bit of that world natural. Jumping to 2067, we're just using polyester fibres, anything that's manufactured, very plasticky fabrics. The homeless are just wearing whatever they can find, whether it's a piece of plastic to wrap around their feet or a plastic bag.
I thought this was going to be quite a dirt and sweat kind of job, and then I walked into the wardrobe room and I was like, whoa, this is high fashion.
Chronicorp is just a machine. They're the only ones that seem to have any quality of life, and I try to translate that in clothing as well. Everyone's in a very pale tone. If you look at all the homeless, everyone's quite grubby, there's no clean water anymore, and yet Chronicorp people have access to all of that.
So there's a different class systems in 2067 world. The look we've gone for with the higher class citizens are very sleek, but with Ethan and Jude and lower class workers, it's all about grime. They're all slimy, they don't have much access to water, so they haven't really showered, dirty fingernails, like their hair's always greasy.
I've made Jackson wear black market silk. You can't buy silk, and yet she's wearing silk. Beck and I had a meeting very early on once I started to establish what Jackson was going to look like. The hair colour was really important, and the shape was really important to what I did with the shape of the neckline on Deborah.
Everything was about Jackson and her look and how we were going to put that together. We wanted to match hairstyles with costumes and just really make her kind of top notch. Jackson in 2047, she's got quite a softer look. She's meant to look quite welcoming. When she goes into 2067, she's got the white wig, which is a little bit harsher. Everyone's getting a bit more sci-fi, I guess you'd say.
Jack and I worked very closely together in every aspect of the costume. Astronauts, lab technicians, everything had to marry in with her amazing sets, especially with the colours that Jack had designed on every set. I will try and pull the characters out from that. There's so many angles to what Jack does, and Seth loves 45-degree angles. So everything that Jack and I did, we try and work in a 45-degree angle, whether it was the shape of a pocket or an angle of a detail, we did that.